Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura and we are starting out today with just making my bed to make me feel a little bit better and my room to be a little bit more organized or just looking better. And then we're jumping right in with sorting all of my laundry so we can get moving on this and getting it done. So I did let my nicer clothes pile up a little bit, so I usually wear those for work every day, and like I said, they had been piling up a little bit, so I try to do them every other week, like a dark and then a light load. So that's why that pile is so big, because I think it had been a while since I had done those. So while I get this sorted, I wanted to just say that I hope everybody had a safe and wonderful 4th of July holiday. I didn't do very much. I just hung out with family, but we did do a little bit of fireworks and sparklers and things like that. So that was pretty fun and we had a great time. And now that it is over, we're about to go on vacation for a few days. And then I feel like once I come back, I feel like in just a few weeks, school is going to get started back up again, which I am kind of looking forward to. But also I feel like summer has just gone by super, super fast this year. My daughter starts school like the second week of August, I think, like on a Wednesday in the middle of the week. So like I said, I just can't believe that we are almost through the middle of July. So this is the second load of laundry that I'm getting done. I forgot to record me putting the other load in the dryer, but I got that one done and I am starting a new one. And then I had to include some footage of me doing dishes because another task like laundry that never ends always has to be done. So one thing I wanted to come on here and talk about is anyone else having like their For You page being all like Halloween after July 5th, like me decorating my house for Halloween? Because I'm just wondering if people are actually doing that, because I absolutely can't wait to decorate for fall and Halloween. Hopefully I'll be able to do just some fall stuff at first, and then obviously once it gets closer to October do my Halloween decorations. But I'm not like ready yet. I think maybe closer to like August, but like that's been all over my For You page. Like whenever I scroll Facebook or watch videos, it's usually that. And I was just curious if anyone else was experiencing that or if it's just me, because I'm always stopping to watch those because I love those videos so much. I just think, like, I just love the aesthetic of it. I just absolutely adore the decorations and pumpkins and Halloween and everything like that. So I'm super excited. I can't tell you how excited I am to move into my new house, hopefully pretty soon here in the next like month or two, and go ahead and get started on decorating, because that is going to be one of my main goals, is to probably decorate for fall pretty much once I get in there. And I am also super excited to buy new decorations and just buy furniture and all the things as it gets closer and closer. I'm getting more and more excited for it. So we are pretty much finished up with the dishes. They did take a little while, but we were able to get them done. And now we have moved on to folding laundry. So this was the first load that I put in, I'm going to go ahead and get that folded so I can get the second load out of the dryer and get that done. I don't think I recorded that one just because you guys know what folding laundry looks like, and sometimes I feel like it's pretty repetitive, but wanted to get some laundry motivation out there for everybody to remember that it has to be done. We're going to get it done, even though it's not getting done super quickly. But I do try to do mine like in one day if I can at all possible. I usually have like a light load, a dark load, and then sometimes like work clothes. Like I said, I try to alternate between like light and dark. Like do light one week and then do dark the next week as they kind of pile up a little bit. So like I said, just folding, getting all of that done. Also so I can get into my bed because this was a little bit later at night, so I have to get those clothes off my bed in order to lay down. So I'm just finishing this up by putting everything in my drawers. Before I was hanging things up in my closet, and then I have that other little white and clear kind of like storage container that I put my clothes in. So we have finished that up and we are moving on to making my bed. I had just washed my sheets. I normally wash them pretty much every Sunday. I do the pillows every other, and same with the comforter. And my daughter had gotten a bloody nose this weekend, and she got it on the sheets, unfortunately. So I did need to get those washed and get them nice and clean and get the blood out, which I use hydrogen peroxide, which my mom says gets blood out, and she is 100% correct. And I typically, if I can get it pretty soon after it happens, it gets it out really, really well. And I'm so glad that she told me that, because my daughter has nosebleeds a lot, like pretty often, I would say. And I think it's probably because of the fan that we run in her room for like background noise, but they don't happen like every single night or like every single month. So we did see an ENT about that. They wanted to cauterize her nose, but we decided against doing that, at least at this point. So this just popped into my brain really quick as I'm watching myself finish folding my laundry. We are halfway through the year. I can't believe that. And I was just thinking about the goals that I've made this year, which honestly, I'm pretty sure I made goals, but I did not achieve a lot of them. But some things that I did achieve or hope to achieve by the end of the year is obviously become a homeowner. I did pay off one of my student loans, which I was super excited about. Very happy about that. And then one goal that I'm still working on, and then I typically do every year, is a book goal. So I have a goal to read 35 books this year, which is kind of a lot. I didn't achieve it last year. I got really close, but I didn't get there. But I'm kind of on track. I think I've read 17 so far, so I'm trying to keep that moving, keep on reading so that I can achieve that goal for this year and maybe try to make one more, maybe go hard towards the end of the year to try to exercise a little bit more. Has anyone else met any of their 2026 goals yet? Leave a comment down below if you did. Like I said, I'm super excited about getting into my house and then also paying off that loan. And now this is how I feel after I folded that laundry, ready to lay down and take a break. This is later in the evening. I had done this load of laundry. I hung everything up to dry. And once it was finished drying, usually within a couple days, it takes me a little while to get these clothes off the drying rack if I don't have other things to put on it. And I'm just putting everything in my closet. So once I'm done with that, I'm just going to show you the order of my closet. So at the very front, I have like my tank tops, tank top dresses, things like that. And then in the middle, I have t-shirts, and then towards the right side is more like sweaters, sweatshirts. And I still keep those around because it gets pretty cold at work. So I usually wear a sweater like every single day. Anyway, that is pretty much the end of the video. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit shorter this week, but just mostly doing some laundry. So stick around for the next one, and I hope to maybe talk to you then down in the comments. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Here is a little bit of a closet tour.